Embracing digital transformation is no longer optional for the insurance industry, it has to be done. But the sector has generally fallen behind others in capitalising on digital technologies and in giving customers the products and treatment they expect. Well, according to my guest today, it's a mixture of the Stone Age and the Space Age. So let's meet Michael Kostonis, Global Insurance Lead for the professional services company Accenture. I'm Sarah Lockett. Welcome to the Business Debate. Michael, welcome to the Business Debate, looking at the future of insurance today.
Great to be here.
So tell me, the insurance industry is starting to change, but there's still quite a lot wrong with it. What's wrong?
The insurance industry is a unique intersection of aspiration and action. And for that I mean, we finally have woken up to the fact that the world around insurance has changed dramatically. But with that comes the recognition we have to discard the old business models, the technologies that support that, and the way that we understand and utilize our people.
So which technologies should companies be thinking about investing in if they're just starting out on this journey, and what factors would decide them one way or the other?
They should really think about four major areas. The first is systems of engagement. So these are the systems that touch their customers, mobile, digital, etc. These are that provide that front line of service because they provide that most immediate impact. The second is systems of insight. So these are the systems that gather and analyze data that are important to make decisions. Third is systems of record. So these are the core transactional systems that are required to run the business on a day-to-day basis. And last but not least is infrastructure and security. As we move to new digital-oriented systems, especially those in the cloud, we need to have a lot of attention paid to those details.
So that's a lot of things, isn't it? Is it like throw out everything you're doing and do all these new things?
No, it's more incremental. So it becomes a question of what delivers the highest return. So as I'm looking to provide something new into the marketplace, what's the most important piece to have in place first?
And how do you think that the customer experience needs to be improved? Because insurance is kind of something that people have to buy rather than they enjoy buying.
Well, I think one of the things that we've seen, the customer actually wants to be involved in the process, and they want their expectations to be met. That used to be dictated by the insurance companies. So what you see is a much more open and transparent process where the customer can handle things the way they want to on their terms.
And some companies are trying to meet the challenge by rotating to or pivoting to the new. Now, what does that mean?
Pivoting to the new is an interesting concept because it's much more than technology. It's a function of their business model. So how are they going to change to capture the market opportunity? It's a function of the people. How are they organized? And are the people focused on the right activities based on what they want to do? And last but not least, what kind of technology should be supporting the organization?
And what is Accenture's role in all of this? Because you're not an insurance company, are you?
That's right. Our job is to be equal parts visionary, architect, and builder. We'd like to take companies from the thought process of what they should be and help them actually build that capability and then finally industrialize it.
So you're actually testing things out, you're working with startups, you're joint venturing with people to try out new technologies, new approaches.
That's right, that's right. Especially today, some of these solutions are fairly unproven. So we need to actually try it. We call it new applied now. So we take new stage technologies, early stage technologies, match it to a use case that we think will be value added, and create something that's useful and then drive it to adoption.
And you mentioned this a little bit. So if artificial intelligence or bots is going to take over the repetitive tasks, how are we going to have to reshape the workforce in insurance?
Yeah, it's a great question. We're in the early stages of artificial intelligence, but we do see the adoption increasing. And what it will do, above and beyond taking out the repetitive work, is provide assistance for workers. And that will turn them more into knowledge workers as opposed to process-oriented workers.
And what do you see as maybe some of the more interesting things coming in the next few years? We've got driverless cars coming, haven't we?
That's right. I think traditionally the last line of defense against innovation in insurance has been product. The products really haven't changed much. So one of the most exciting things I think we're going to see are new and innovative products. So episodic insurance. Will it cover a point-in-time thing that I just happen to need right now? A micro transaction and those sorts of things. I think we'll really start to see some fairly big changes in product construction.
Well, we look forward to that. Michael, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
And join us next time when we'll be discussing the latest innovations in artificial intelligence and developments in digital banking. Bye-bye for now.